Hello everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Coffee and a Card, my favorite day of the week. My name is Tiffany Almeida. I'm with Pretty and Paper Crafts and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I go live every Sunday with fun new product and featuring Stampin' Up! Product, and I make super cute projects that you can create or purchase from me. So it's super fun. I'm so glad you're here. I just barely managed to scoot the begging dogs out the doors because I've got treats on my desk that they want. So my dogs have taste tested these treats and they approve. Alrighty, you guys, I'm gonna cover up the screen and I'm gonna bring you down so I can show you this adorable Playful Pet Suite and what we're gonna be making today. Here is this beautiful, wonderful, fun set. Ugh, I still feel like I'm cut off. There. A little bit better. Look at, first of all, guys, the paper. Look at this paper. Look at these cuties. So adorable. And I will show you that some of these dies cut out some of these images on this paper. The rest of them you have to fussy cut, but they're totally worth doing because they're adorable. Okay, so this is the back side. Stripes. Look at these puppies. So cute. And the paws. Oh, and the hearts. I love that. Then we have our little kitty friends. This one's probably my favorite. She's a doll. I love that. So cute. They're all adorable. Look at fur. You guys need some fur paper? How fun is that? Oh, the Scottish fold. Oh my gosh. This one reminds me of my sister's cat. He is a little terrier. He thinks he's a dog and he's not afraid of anything. And then look at the fish. I love that one. So cute. And then the little dog bowls and the leashes and the bones. Cute, cute, cute. I love these with the words. This one's the dog word. It says, or the dog words, wag, play, love, bark, woof, dig, chase, scratch. And then we have our kitty one with our kitty toys and food. And this one's purr, snooze, yawn, paw, jump, love, meow. Cute, right? Oh my gosh. I love this. So these cute little cartoony pets are definitely my cup of tea. And then the stamp set, look at these cuties that you can stamp and color. So you have 2 cat images, 2 dog images, you have a heart, a food bowl, a little mouse, and you have some sentiments. This one is for a loss, like if you've lost a pet, and this one's just for a treat and then enjoy. So really, really fun. There's 5 dies that cut out these 4 images, plus there's a little paw print one that you can cut out, which is fun. Okay, and then I love these little things. These are the Playful Pet Trinkets, and they're like little tags, little dog tags and cat tags. There's a heart and there's a bone. How cute is that? I love these little guys. So fun. And we're going to use that on one of the projects today. And then I love this trim pack, this trim combo pack. I love the black and white striped baker's twine. And then, oh, this one's so cool. This is like ribbon, but it's like sewn or stitched with baker's twine in the center. So it's really, really cool. I love both of them very much. And we're going to use them up today. I love it. Okay. So you guys ready to see the projects that we're making today? Let me show you. So excited. My last card is a window card. I've never done one of these before, and I thought I would try. And when I saw this Great Dane, I could not resist, and I had to fussy cut him out. He is a doll. And with his little paw up in the air, I thought immediately he's got to hold some balloons. So I punched out some balloons with our balloon bouquet punch, wrapped him around his paw, fussy cut him out, and then I put him on a window. So when you open it, you can see the sentiment inside. Isn't that cool? Now you can see that the back of him is that cute paw paper, which is not a big deal to me, but if it bothers you, you can always back him with a piece of like crumb cake cardstock. So all you would have is like a brown outline if you wanted. Unfortunately, he's not a stamp, so we can't do like a mirror image, which if you did a mirror image, then you could see him through the back, like no problem. So if you did maybe this dog, you could do a mirror image of him on the back side. But I'm going to show you how I did this. Very fun. Never done it before. There's probably a better way to do it, but I had a lot of fun making it, and I'll show you guys what I did. Final project. This one's a little bit more stepped up, a little bit more complicated, but still really cute. And like I said, I did have to fussy cut our little Well, he's a big Great Dane. I had to fussy cut him out, but he was totally worth it. So here are all the little pieces that we need. So I took a piece of basic black cardstock. I cut it at 4 1/4 by 7 1/4, and then I scored it 5 1/2. And then what I did was I took that Be Mine stitch dies that I'm giving away, remember those, and I cut that scalloped edge right here at the top. So you basically want this to measure 1 1/4 by the end of it, okay? So you've got that piece. I'm gonna just burnish this real quick. We also have this piece of Whisper White. This is gonna be the inside of our card that you can see through the window. And this one measures 5 1/4 by 4. And then I have a little piece of window sheet. This is 5 3/8 by 4 1/4, and it's gonna go in the front, okay? We're gonna glue this to the back of this little tab, but we're gonna get to that technical stuff here in a second. The other pieces that you need for this card is you need a bottom piece for the bottom section of this window, and it also needs to measure 4 1/2 by 1 1/4 after the scallop's been cut. Okay, so I normally give myself like 1 1/2, and then I cut right on the edge, and that gives me about 1 1/4. And then you need 2 more of those same ones, because they're going to back the back of our card. So 1 1/4 by 4 1/2, 1 1/4 by 4 1/4, and make sure that it's cut at that scallop. Okay, so those 2 extras that we have there, this is going to be our bottom section here. So we also have 2 pieces of real red cardstock. These are 1 1/8 by 4 1/8. So 1 1/8 by 4 1/8, 2 of them. And then designer series paper. Look at the cute dogs I had to cut in the back, but this is a striped designer series paper, 1 inch by 4 inches. Okay, so those are going to be our matting pieces. Now, here's our Great Dane. I cut him out of that paper. I just need a fussy cut. Now, he was on the edge of the paper, and his little tail was cut off, but I wanted to use him because I'm not going to waste this cutie just because he has a stub tail. Okay, so there's my really rough fussy cutting job. I told you there's fussy cutting. And then I have these 3 scraps of paper for the balloon. So I'm going to be using the Balloon Banquet Punch. I'm going to do a small balloon out of real red cardstock. And I'm going to do a large balloon out of the Doggy Words. Oh yeah, the Cocker Spaniels. My mom had a Cocker Spaniel, and they had a stubby tail too. Okay, so got the dog's butt. No, we're going to use the other side. Got the paws, and then we're going to use the black balloon. I love this color combination too, the black and the red. It's kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie, super cute. Okay, so now let's go ahead and assemble our card here. We've got all our little pieces. We're gonna need some trim for the balloons, but we'll do that at the end. So the first thing we need to do is take our window sheet and put some tear and tape. You can use liquid glue too, but I like tear and tape. Put some tear and tape at the top of that window sheet, and then also put tear and tape on the inside of this top flap here, right there. Okay, I love this set. It's really, really cute, Chris, for sure. Just cut a tail from cardstock and glue it on. Deborah, you're right, I could do that, but I like him stubby. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of center this window sheet inside my card here. And yes, if you can notice, it is a little bit short. It should be 4 1/4, but this is all I had left and I didn't want to waste it. So it is a little bit shorter than the 4 1/4 that it's supposed to be. But 4 1/4 by 5 3/8, I'm just gonna line up the bottom of my window sheet and center it here. I'm gonna fold this over. So I've got sticky tape on the window sheet and sticky tape on the top of this flap. So they're gonna glue together and hold this window sheet in place. See that? Cool. All right, so now we're gonna do the same thing on the bottom. We're gonna put a strip of tear and tape along the bottom of the window sheet. And a strip of tear and tape on one of our pieces of basic black that we cut the scallop out of. So I'm just gonna put that on the top here, on the bottom here. Okay, so now I'm going to do the tricky thing of lining this up at the bottom, like so. Okay, so now I have my top and my bottom. But you can see that on the inside here, you can see the glue through the window. So that's what these two pieces are for, is they are going to cover that glue so you can't see that on the inside. Now what you could also do is, if it bothers you to see, like I said, that Great Dane through the window, the back of it, you could put more little cute animals with balloons on the inside too. So that is an option. Okay, so I put glue on that. I just want to make sure it doesn't interfere with the fold. So just glue it down, try to line it up with the scallop if you can. And this, again, is just to hide our adhesive. So we have a clear window and nothing obstructing our view here. So this one's gonna go right here, like so, okay? So now back to the outside. Now we've got to decorate. We have our pieces of real red cardstock and our designer series paper. I'm gonna use our new adhesive. This is the seal adhesive, and I love the new handle. My hand rests perfectly in the handle. It's hardly no pressure required. You don't have to do the check mark, which I'm totally used to doing check mark. I just don't know how to like lift up and break away. I've been trained so long that it's like trying to, you know, teach an old dog new tricks. I just can't get past the check mark. Now, you can see if your glue doesn't come out right away, you can just kind of push it till it gets sticky. There we go. And just slide and slide. It's just so smooth, and don't put pressure. You don't need any pressure at all. You just slide. Oh, come on, slide. And I'm gonna put this one down here in the bottom and this one up at the top. I've never made one of these window cards before. I'm probably doing it wrong. So if you have suggestions on things I could be doing better or easier, let me know. But this is kind of what I was able to come up with. All right, so now we got to do our Great Dane with our little twine, our trim for our balloons. So I have my trim, and what I did was I took glue dots and I put a glue dot behind each balloon. All right, so we've got glue dots on the back of those. We will put a piece of the trim on the back of each of these balloons. And I just eyeballed how much I needed. Better safe than sorry, though, what I say. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our balloons on. And I just use dimensionals for these. So, and you can put dimensionals over the trim. That way it holds it down. Just cutting up my dimensional backings here. Make sure you do the back side where the string is at. Okay, so go ahead and peel the backing off of those dimensionals. This black one I did the highest, but just be careful you don't go too high or it won't close on the envelope. And then I have this one, and you can just layer your balloons a little bit. You don't have to you can have them touching and overlapping, totally fine. I'm gonna put this guy right here. Okay, so for the balloons to hold onto his little paw, all I did was, you could tie a knot if you wanted to, but all I did was just do a little loop like this. And then what I did was I put a little glue dot behind his paw. So let's grab a little glue dot, and I put it behind his paw. I don't want the balloons to be tight or anything like that, but I just want a little glue dot back here. And then what I did was I took my strings, see, put him where he kind of belongs, so you know how much you gotta tighten the balloon. So just kind of stick. Where's my glue dot at? What happened to my glue dot? Oh, it stuck to my finger. you know, it's going to be one of those days, isn't it? When your glue dot doesn't participate, you know it's going to be one of those days. Okay, so again, wrapping his paw and then sticking it to the glue dot to kind of hold that in place. Okay, so it kind of looks like he's holding them. And then we can trim off the little excess later. But let's go ahead and put some dimensionals on the back of him and make sure that you only do it on the bottom section because his head is gonna show through the window. That's the last thing we wanna see is dimensionals. Okay, so bring his little hiney down over here. He's got his little balloons on a string right here. We're gonna trim these down. So cute. And you can also take another glue dot if you want and kind of glue his paw down a little bit more. Okay, now let's go ahead and stamp the sentiment and the little doggy dish on the piece of Whisper White cardstock. So here's the piece that's going to go inside. And I just kind of, you know, I didn't want to glue it down in case I messed up, right? So I just kind of had it placed here, kind of eyeballed and marked where I thought I needed to stamp, like so. And then I took my sentiment and stamped it. Okay, and then I took the little food dish. Don't know what I was quite trying to say there. Put our little food dish and then we can color it if we want. I used real red and I colored his little dish. You can do some shading too if you want. It's a fun card. Definitely different, right? But fun. And I'll just kind of blend that shading in a little bit. Okay. So then I can glue this down. To the center. Like so. And voila! You have an adorable card. Love it. Love this Great Dane. He's so happy. And it does remind me a little bit of Disney, as you guys mentioned. It's so cute. So remember, you guys, all it takes is a $35 order on my online store, and you can get all 3 of my make and takes from today. You get the 2 treat holders and the cute little card. Everything comes cut, scored, prepped for you, so all you gotta do is stamp, color, and put it together. You guys, thank you so much for a fun-filled Sunday.